Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today it's good weather. The sun is shining-ish. It's clouded, but well, mostly the sun is shining. And I just finished the video on playing with the power station. So I have a little bit of a task here. This is in preparation of getting the robot lawnmower to run off of solar. But well, at the moment I have the wire running in here and that's not as I want it. So what I really want is the robot to be powered from the garage and that solar panel up there. And I think, well, and the windmill actually. And I think you can already see the issue that I'm running into here. Yeah, the green transition has beaten me to it. So yeah, this is a job. And also I have this issue over here. I have these tiles which were supposed to, well, go over here. They haven't done so yet, but they're on a pallet, and that pallet has over time moved into the ground. So at the moment these tiles are on quite a they're quite coming out, and yeah, I am getting more and more afraid of going past here because you never know when these tiles are gonna attack me. So I want to move them. I need to figure out where to, but that's a smaller issue. Okay, so me and my vast superior intellect has decided to put all the tiles here, right next to where I put all the grass cuttings and stuff. They will be nicely out of the way, and they're about the same distance to where they're needed when I ever get to that project. And my calculation says that I'm still gonna be able to get the trailer out of here. Yeah. Okay. Volunteers to move those rocks, please? Would have loved to make a long time lapse of me moving all of these tiles. I'm 3 layers in, but well, I don't think my camera has a time lapse setting, and therefore it would take gigabytes and gigabytes of data to record that. So I am getting there. I think I'm almost halfway on this first one, so 1/4 of the way total. It's a lot of walking forth and back. Okay, I completed this. I emptied, well, half of it, and yeah, I got a scare. I was checking the camera and it didn't look like I had recorded any sound. But when I checked it, there was sound, so that was a nasty scare. I'm pumping the well water in here for no reason whatsoever, but yeah, this is what tiles looks like now, and I'm gonna continuing moving the next stack of tiles. I also took the liberty of fixing myself some breakfast, and the little red devil is working on the lawn here. I might have been a little too nasty to it. It does actually cut the... It's very noisy around here right now. Apparently. Well, the little red devil does cut the lawn, and it doesn't get stuck very often. It has gotten stuck a few times, but yeah, it's fine. Oh, see that I was pulling the wire out of here, so it's gonna have trouble with this if I don't. There, fine. It's the wire from the old robot lawnmower. So yeah, and I need to cut the branches under there so it can go through. Put that on my to-do list. Okay, I have completed removing all the blocks, or moving all the blocks, and I have had plenty of time to come up with the next stupid joke that you're either gonna love or hate, because this is an IT related channel and I would definitely call this block storage. What do you think? I made the grave mistake of not deduping this. I did it afterwards and here's the result. So we just add that. We have our block storage moved. yeah, silly jokes. Now it just reveals all the other crap that I've had hidden away over here for ages. Like I have this pipe. When I was running my data center really hard and producing a lot of heat, I was pumping the heat into the house. And that pipe is there. And I took it down when I was having this ceiling fixed in the hallway, and I took this down to have that put in, and it never came back up. So yeah, we'll continue the cleaning here, but now I can go and cut some stuff down. I have to check if there's any bird's nests up here, because I did see some sparrows going in and out of this place, but there is a birdhouse over here, so maybe that's where they live. But yeah, we can continue after this break. Okay, we're back after the break. So let's go and cut down so that the solar panels will see the sun again. It has moved over here somewhere, not entirely sure where, but yeah, we should be able to cut this down in absolutely, well, it's gonna take a while. So let's get to it. And naturally, we're gonna be using our wonderful Ryobi tools. So yeah. Okay, I almost got it. Just need the last little bit. Cut it down to the ground over here. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but yeah, it's a mess. You have to do a lot to do a little. So now I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna remove all the green stuff up there, and it's gonna die off anyway. But yeah, it doesn't look that great. It's taking over the windmill. Okay, I am most definitely gonna lie if I tell you that this looks good, but yeah, at least the plant is away and I can continue working on this. I have this old setup. I've been taking it apart a little bit from the old lawnmower in here. I have two batteries sitting over there, 12-volt car batteries, and they have been on this charger forever and ever. And they do see 12 volt, but I'm not seeing anything coming in from the solar panel. This voltmeter again, we also looked at in the last video. So let's see, is anything coming in? I do have something coming in, so why don't it see anything? I see 12.33 volts. There. DC. The windmill has been running, but that is not always as... It doesn't give a stable voltage. So, oh, I found my desulfator. This has been... I haven't been able to find this for ages. Just been sitting here. laughing at me the whole time. So we're gonna disconnect this one, and I'm gonna check. This is the solar panel, so that should be probably the minus and the plus. And we have 18.44 volts coming in there, so that should be fine. So apparently it's working just great, but why this thing is not seeing it, I don't know. So, okay. So the idea with the robot lawnmower is to have it running DC-DC instead of AC-DC. So the solar panel will keep these batteries charged, and the charge control, well, the solar panel will power the charge controller will power the robot lawnmower. And the robot lawnmower needs a different voltage than the charge controller can supply. So that's why we have this thing, which is a boost converter. And what it does is that it gets the 12 volt from the charge controller in here, and then there's two little adjustments, and you can get like another voltage out. So it will boost the voltage. It's naturally not gonna be able to do as much as the input, so it might, let's just say, if you want 24 volts out, you have to put in 12 volt 2 amps to get 24 volts 1 amp out. So, and a little bit, there's losses as well. We can actually see it working. So we have 12 volt coming in. Let's hope that I can measure the 12 volt. There, 12.08, and on the output here we have 29.86 volts. So it's boosting the power from 12 to almost 30 volts. Here is the power brick to the lawnmower, and it says that it's outputting 24 volts. Let's check that. It's very convenient. It comes apart right here. So, can put that in again, and hopefully can we measure that? I hope so. These leads are too thick to go in there, so I need something thin to measure. Wait just a second. Okay. I have put a resistor in here. This is just a random resistor, 5.8 kilo ohms, and I'm not using the resistor for anything. I'm just using it to well, the legs. I could cut it out, but with the resistor there's less of a chance that I short circuit everything. So can we see this thing? There, 24.08 volts. We're gonna go with that. Okay, this is the power supply for the old lawnmower, the little Menace, and it has a very similar connector as the new one has. There is one little difference, and that is this tiny little slot here. That is too small on this one because it's bigger on this one. But I think I can make that bigger without too much of a hassle. And if I make that bigger, it can go in there. It would be easier to make this one smaller, but then I'm breaking the new one. This old stuff, well, that's kind of waste anyway. So I'm gonna cut this off, and I'll make this slot a little bigger with something. So after a lot of scraping, I'm now able to put this in here and tighten this one up. So it's kind of the same connection that they're using, but yeah, there was a little bit difference. So now I can go and solder this on to the thingy in there. I just need to figure out what is plus and what is minus, and that is not obvious here. So yeah, we still have a little bit of work to do. Okay, so I'm feeding the wire through up here. You can kind of see it's going through there. I got it through down here, and then I moved the wire up there so that I can it can go down through this thingy here and not be in the way of anything. Awesome. Done a little bit of more work here. I took the power supply for the robot, the inhale, and I connected it, and I measured which one was plus and minus on these two legs here, and I copied that. So if I have that sitting the right way, I marked here that number 2 was plus and number 1. This one has 2 and 1 here. This one doesn't say anything, but I could measure that that was the positive lead and that was the negative lead. So yeah, we did that. Okay, phone call in the middle of the recording. I marked out plus, and I found out the plus is that wire, and I made a knot on it, which is yeah, how do you mark? I couldn't be bothered to go and get the red electric tape. So yeah, I am gonna put this in the shed, and I think we are almost ready to go. Okay, we're in the shed, so let's see. We need to adjust this up to or down to 24 volts. So first we need to turn it on. There we're at 29 volts. So which one is it? That one. We will adjust that down to, come on, 26 volts. 24/7, 24. There, that's about the same as the power supply. The wire is really long, so okay, I'll turn off the signal, and then we'll put these wires in. That one, just make sure there's good space for it. And it's very convenient that this can be taken apart. I could naturally just cut the wire for the lawnmower and do it that way, but I like to keep it so that I haven't changed anything really. So let's just say that this just goes up in smoke. I haven't really done anything to the stuff that so power on. Let's try that. Okay, it says it doesn't show anything here, so we need to go and see if it's green out at the lawnmower. Someone still needs to clean all of this. Yep, we have a nice green LED right there. So fantastic. We can. So now I can push the lawnmower back in to charge. And it says that it's charging, and the LED down here also shows that it's charging. So good. I did clean the solar panel when I was up there, so it should get a lot more voltage in than it was before with all that green stuff on it. Yeah, that was a real mess. Might not look like a lot, but now we are solar charging the robot lawnmower. It hasn't charged for long, and the voltage on the batteries has already dropped considerably. We're down to 11.8, and just before I turned it off, but then I wanted to film it, it was down to 11.6. So yeah, it needs to be charging a little bit more before we start draining it. So I'm gonna turn it off again. But this is a win. So I can turn on and off the charging of the robot lawnmower on that button, which is really convenient. So that's where we're gonna end it. One of us has to do a bit of cleanup still, but thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.